All right, cool. Let's see. What are we doing
Cool.
today?
Let's see. What are we doing?
Welcome to the Aegis stream. Uh, Back after our PAX East adventure last month, we returned to Boston with our friends, Brother Main Games and Solace Game Studio. We had a big booth and we yelled into a crowd and for 4 days straight, and we didn't get COVID, so that's good. And now we're back on a regularly scheduled program of doing streams and making steady progress on launching this Kickstarter. But regardless, there's always stuff to playtest. So this time on the Aegis stream, it's Friday the 13th, and that means completely arbitrarily we're testing solo mode. The third it's Friday the 13th. It's called the unlucky stream because no one joined in, so we're solo moding. But it's fine because solo mode is a big new part of Aegis 2, aka Aegis Second Ignition, and we're going. It's always going to need testing because it's a big, cool new feature that is essentially designing an entirely new game. So today, I am Breeze, creator person for Aegis, and I am joined by Yampy. Yay! I'm gonna hover and leer at Yampy while he tries to fight this. Troll tries to fight this boss battle. We'll go over the solo mode rules again, just for clarity of the streams. Aegis 2 has a solo mode. You use one of the three sides of our new three-sided board to play the solo mode on it. That's what we're looking at here. It has two start zones on either side, some walls like how you would expect an Aegis board to. And other than that, it functions basically like an Aegis board, except it's skinnier. You have a bunch of these numbered stars. Those are called star points. In solo mode, those are just where enemy robots will spawn for you to punch. And the goal of the game is that you're trying to blow up a giant boss robot in the middle of the board. In this case, there's going to be a few different boss robots, depending on how the Aegis 2 campaign shakes out. But yeah, the main one that we're working with is Arozel Sol, just a boss robot version of the level 5 robot from the first box. And so, big boss robot in the middle of the board. It has health. You're going to try to punch it to death with your standard robot attacks. Use a standard Aegis robot team to do so. The boss has its own robot team, which is a deck of 20-ish cards that you construct yourself and then shuffle up. And those are so you can kind of scale the difficulty. We took the 13 strongest level 1 Aegis robots, according to community member TD, to construct the boss's enemy deck this time. The boss is controlled by these things called solo rondo cards over here. Let's see if they're even visible on stream, but doesn't really matter if they are. They're big cards with a letter on them, AEGIS, and depending on what card you pull, it'll tell you what attack the boss does and what minions activate. Let's see. So, boop. There's 12 cards in the boss deck. 5 of them are basic letter cards. Another 5 of them are letter cards that attach to the boss, like equipment. And the last 2 cards are specific special attacks that go with certain boss robots. In case it's clipped, this turn. So the way you set up for solo mode is you can spread your robots across either start zone. So Yampy has 4 robots on the bottom here, and then 1 robot on the top. So you can do that. When your robots die, they respawn in the start zone wherever you want them to, and then after you've placed your robots, actually, let me think. I think you reveal I have to look at my own rulebook. It's been a little bit. Number one is okay. So number one, you put the boss in the middle of the board, you shuffle up the minion deck, you reveal the first 2 minion cards, and regardless of what they are, you will spawn them into play. And then Yampy figures out where he wants to put his basic robots. So it doesn't matter super much. I just remembered when we were doing a game last time, the boss spawned a level 4 robot immediately, and that definitely affects where you want to spawn your guys. The boss rolls a die to spawn a robot. It rolled a 1, so this robot goes on the 1 space, and I'm going to roll again for the second robot. There are 6 spaces and 6 spaces. There are 6 sides on a die and 6 spaces on the board, and that's how spawning works. It's brilliant. So the boss, you put the boss in, it spawns 2 robots in. Yampy figures out where he wants to put his guys. Since since both minions spawned right here, he might want to put all of them right here to just try to gank them immediately, or put all of his robots on the other side to just avoid them entirely. If you blow up minion robots, it counts towards dealing damage to the boss's health. So every minion that dies will deal damage to the boss, equal to the letters it has. But then, yeah, the player always goes first. God, why don't I remember? Pretty sure the player. So, if let's see. If we look at this E card right here, when the boss's cards tell the minions to do something, the first thing it'll do is it says use all attacks and debuffs on the nearest enemy, and then it'll use all repairs and buffs on the nearest ally. The snow probably won't do anything because the only robot it has valid targets is the other minion on the board, Gilly. So unless the Gilly moves closer into its line of sight, it probably just sit there. The snow is actually just easy points for you, so just kill it immediately. It's that is, I think I have a specific note on this. Star Point Arena solo boss fight mode. Play with a standard Aegis team, player deck, minion deck, rules, turn order, solo mode uses thing. Solo mode uses alternating activations, that's important. And then you always activate first, so yeah, you get the first turn. And then let's see here, down here, other miscellaneous rules. Retaliate, reroll, jamming, boost, beacon. I will say, actually, there is no note about beacon. No, well, since the AI cards tell the enemy to target allies, I think it would just choose not to activate and not do that. Let's see here. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, you add up your energy. You'll move 1 robot, and then the first boss's attack card will activate. And this is actually kind of a doozy because the boss's first attack card is its super ultimate special attack, which is probably the good that it showed up so early, so you can get it out of the way. Because this attack, as soon as after you move your first robot, you'll roll 10 dice, and then for each 3 or better, you will deal damage to one of your robots divided as you choose. So it could potentially deal 10 damage across your whole team. Yep. Alright, let's see. I will control this boss, and I will activate its first solo rondo card, and I will... Let's see here. Yeah, I forgot to hit the tweet button. Alright. So anyway, do 10 dice based trackpad. Alright, let's see here. Soup. Control C, Control V. And then... Alright, Planet Reshaper. That's such garbage. Alright. What is this roll? 1, 2, 3. Your team takes 3 damage. Not across all of them, but, you know, divide 3 damage amongst your robots. Oh yeah, and then Gilly will activate because this says just activate all minions afterwards. So the first robot will activate will be Gilly because it's a G. You always activate stuff in alphabetical order. Which robot will it target? Well, you see, it has rules based. It has rules. Enemies will always target the robot with the most letters. So since you combined first turn, it'll always shoot at the robot that has that. Oh, that's right. Yes, it will shoot the gun because that just steals priority. So let's see. 2 dice. You take 1 damage. So that's actually fine. And so that's that solo rondo card. Now it's your turn again. Mm-hmm. Yep. So that goes to Sting, take 1 damage. Sick. Alright. Next card, it activates, it does its E ability. So that means we're going to look at the boss card. Its second attack has an E next to it, so that means it uses this attack. The Bossa Nova, as it were. It doesn't do anything because it's a radial attack that'll hit everything in line of sight, so you don't even have to, we just skip over it. And then it'll activate all E minions. There are no E minions, which means it will reveal a new minion card. Zoop! It reveals the Snow 6000, which... I know this rule is actually... What do combines do when you reveal them? Minion summons. Combine minions. If you reveal a combined robot, check to see if there are minions on the board and in the discard pile. If so, you combine into it. There are no active components. Roll a die and put the star. Aha. See, this is interesting. There's no rule in these rules about what happens when you flip. When you flip a combine that you can't make, what happens? Who knows? I guess it just goes to the bottom. This is actually something that we did resolve. I just need to look through my stuff to figure out what we wanted to do with it. Oh, actually, no, I think you just cascade until you find something that's valid. So there's an SSM 8000. Alright, there's a nipple. Yep, so it'll poop out a nipple. Yeah, luckily, one of the new robots that Kettle's working on is a new nipple, so that's neat. It's a combat drop nipple. 6. It'll spawn all the way back here. Alright, and so that's that turn. You can go. After the boss is done using its cards, you can just use all of your extra energy to do whatever you want. So it does. What does this robot do? Oh, that's right, you accuracy buffed it. Yeah, boy. Let's see here. So that's the new gun deals damage equal to the number of damage it has on it, and that's neat. So that's a potent combo. Alright, so that reduces that ghillie down to 1. And then last thing the boss robot will do is activate its S power, which also does nothing because it just increases the power. It just adds a damage buff to all minions, but since no more minions will activate this turn. And then it activates S minions. If no actions used, reveal new minion. So normally the snow would try to buff or accuracy or like heal something, but nothing is in line of sight, so we're going to instead reveal a new minion, because that's just how the S card works. There's an L. Can't make that. Can we make this, though? Oh, we can. SSM 8000. No, SSM 3000. That's the GS SSM. So this time... Yeah, it counts the graveyard and on the field. Let's see. Check to see the minions on the board and in the discard pile. If so, put it into play in the spot of one of your components. There are no active. Okay, so it's actually player's choice where you want this to come into play. Would you like the SSM here or there? Yeah, I guess it probably would, so I wouldn't put it there. I also need to note that. Alright. Wherever it decided to spawn that piece. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, and then that's the AI's... The AI is done for the turn, so now you can use remaining energy to do what... Disarm will fall off the next time you recharge. Yeah. Alright, so refill back up to your start. And what else? These cards go away. And then we reveal 3 new minion cards. Not 3 new minion cards, 3 new Solarano cards. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the other important part of solo mode. So the game will end once this deck runs out, and it runs out at 4 turns. So you always have 4 turns in the current build of solo mode to beat the boss. And after the 4th round, if you haven't killed the boss, you'll lose. And you yourself have a health total too called Valor, and every time you lose a robot, you will lose points. Every time any robot dies, you lose 1 point. And I think is that how you also can spend 2 Valor at any point to activate this suite of abilities right here. So you can spend 2 Valor to change any die to a 6, or change any die to a 1, or you can repair 3 across your team. You can activate 2 robots in a row, or multiple robots in a row. And you can also just gain 5 energy. So those are your compensators. Those are important tools for you to use to try to beat the time limit. No, just another robot, so you'll be able to go back to back. And so yeah, this turn you'll actually know that the first thing the stupid boss is going to do is destroy all terrain. And it'll deal 1 damage to all robots, and then activate all minions. So this is another turn where he's going to beat the crap out of you. Oh. One more thing, and this is important. Because it revealed the black E card last turn, for the rest of the game, the boss has +1 evasion. So, have fun with that, I guess. Yeah, because a lot of your robots have radial attacks anyway. Ignore that. So, but yeah. Anyway, your move. Can you do the scoots and get your gun in place? I guess. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, your game. This is gonna be pretty funny. We found the solution, boys. All right, pretty good. Sick, solid. Oh, actually, how does that actually interact? Because you gave it +2 accuracy, right? And I guess it has +1 evasion, so actually, yeah, you just hard counter it. X cost attacks, baby. Interesting. Very good. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's good to know. Maybe gaining 5 energy is too much. Actually, okay, so we'll hot fix this, and we'll say that you can only do one Valor. You can activate multiple Valor skills per turn, but you can only do one of each of them per turn. So you can do the activate a robot and then give yourself 5 energy, which I think also still might work depending on how much energy you have left. Alright, that seems perfectly fair. Then you can see what happens when you just try to repeat that over. and, and that's a strategy. Oh, so it does. Alright. And let me check how much HP you lose. Set the boss's integrity on its car, set your valor to 13, and then turn order, recon, boss turn, valor skills, minions. How much valor do you lose when you take? I think it's just the one because I didn't want to disincentivize you from combining. Yeah, I think you just lose one. Control F, Valor. I swear this document was a lot comprehensive. Huh. That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, no, I think you lose one Valor if you have any rope to die. And then yeah, the AI boss goes. So devastation, destroy all but one terrain piece. Let's take out a marker. What terrain piece do you want to keep specifically? Knowing. Alright, cool. And now all other terrain has gone away. Alright, so I'll actually use the box tool because I am smart. So now that the boss's big dummy infinite radius attack is a little bit more dangerous. Deal 1 damage to all robots. All of your robots lose 1 health. And then I guess so you lose another HP there. Oh, does it poop out a part? Does it poop out a parting gun? Yay. So it also affects minions too. So both minions lose an HP, and then it'll activate all minions. So first we'll see. So all G minions will. Is there anything in range of you? What's your minimum range? 4 spaces. So it'll probably shoot this gun. Yes, it will definitely shoot your gun. Or at least the this minion will. That destroys your gun as it dealt 1 damage to it. And then yes, you do actually. That's actually the only minion. Oh, actually no. The Ipple should be on the 6. Where'd the Ipple's piece go? Did I delete you? I might have deleted the Ipple's piece by accident. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks. Alright, no Ipple stuff was used here, so it will move up 1, 2, 3, 4 towards the nearest enemy. And I guess you can choose specifically what space it ends up on, since it doesn't matter that much. Yep. And then, alright, your turn again. Oh no. Oh, you're right, you did. Alright, so immediately the boss will do its G action, which is Bossa Nova. So it's gonna try to blow you up. It probably not. Yeah, that robot's safe. Where'd your other robot go? Oh, it died. Everything died. Okay, so never mind. This G action does nothing. Activate the G minion. The G minion can't use any actions, so it just moves close to you, and then doesn't spawn anything. And lastly, we're gonna do the A action, which is it's going to target you, your last robot, and it's going to roll a 5 on you. And each 4 or better will do the thing, in case the thing is 1 damage. Take 3? Is it? Oh, okay, I thought it was at 4. Oh, whoopsie poopsie. And then... oh yeah, probably. And then there are no A minions to activate, so it will poop a minion out. SO 2000, nothing can make that. Oh, here's the little SO. And then the little SO will spawn in on the 4 space with its broken rust attack that we've totally nerfed. And then yeah, at the end of the round, the boss gets a damage boosty because the black A card was revealed. And then so yeah, reset your energy and you respawn your level 1 robots wherever you want. Oh wait, I did forget an important part. You could at the end of every round, we didn't do this last round. At the end of every round, the boss moves based on a die roll. So it'll go 4, and then it'll actually go 5. So now the boss is over here. So now this might make you want to spawn all your jerks like right next to him to try to get some pot shots in. So let's see. This turn, the boss is going to AI. They'll do A, I, and E. So it'll do each of its attacks. But this time it has a damage buff. Also, theoretically, I wonder, do you think getting your whole team wiped should be an auto loss, and it just makes the solo mode really hard? I guess getting your team wiped is like a special kind of getting owned, but it is a yeah. So I think being able to continue is probably fine. Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah. All right. What will be your critical first move? Will it be move the Esha up? Oh yeah. So it's gonna target your arrows. No. It's gonna target your gun. So that's actually great. Sadly, they don't. Sadly, enemies don't friendly fire each other. Because I guess that you know that. Because yeah, you know that SSM's not going to activate this turn anyway. Because there's no GRS cards in the thing. Oh, try to. Oh yeah, you can try to kill it. Yeah, that's smart. Yep. It'll shoot at the gun, yeah. Oh, actually, no. Oh, yeah. No matter what, shoot at the gun because of beacon. Alright, first things first is it's gonna roll some dice. Let's try to... it's gonna one-shot your gun, just watch. Oh, it has a damage buff, so that's actually not out of the realm of possibility. Bonk, 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 bonk. Nice. Well, your gun's not dead, but it takes 1, 2 hold in. 3 damage to the gun. And then activates A minions, of which there are none. So it will instead spawn a guy. Oh, look, it's an ab. Flip. And then, yep, it's back to you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even roll. So, yep, it's right there. It just goes to the next highest, and loops around a 1 if everything's occupied. If all 6 spaces are occupied, then you just don't spawn. So there's a strategy there where you can just. Also, the enemy can't spawn robots if it's at 5 letters, and right now it's actually at 5 letters of robot. So until something dies, it won't spawn more things, unless it reveals a combined guy. Yeah. Huh. You could deal 1 whole damage to it with your arrows. You could run up to it with your base Esha and just try to kill it with 3 dice. Was it roll 4 dice? 4 dice? That's 4 potential damage. Oh! Oh, well, I guess it depends. You're talking about like what the level 2 Esha? Or are you? Oh yeah, you're gonna try to missile it again, or are you talking about? Oh, since that's yeah. There's always the option to use 2 Valor to change one of the dice into a 6. Hmm. Because yeah, now he's gonna go actually. Because yeah, the first thing Bossy's gonna do this turn is he's gonna try to figure out if he's giving a damage buff to all minions. He doesn't, and then it's gonna make this Ipple do something. It will try to shoot something 6 spaces away. It'll shoot your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna shoot your arrows, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, actually your Esha. It's gonna roll 1 whole die on your Esha, and it's going to crit. Also, I'm getting also, I think I hear some interference from your thingy. Yeah, it literally critted you for 2 damage. And actually, minion robots will use all their attacks until 1 hits. So but since there's nothing in range for the first attack, it just skips over. It does the second attack. And since its second attack has, yeah, try to drain your whole team. Yeah. Instead, it'll just be really irritating with its 6 range pink punk. So that's that. Yeah, that's all the boss does this turn. Because just activates the iRobot and says go. But now next will be threatening because it's going to use Bossa Nova and probably kill your whole team. Still has a repair. Apparently, Sarah can't hear you on stream if you are talking. Did you? Maybe.
Hold on, does it not use any?
LOL, can someone in chat confirm whether Yankee is muted or not?
I think for some reason it forgot my mic settings.
Oh yeah, Sarah. So yeah, Sarah says it's fixed.
Yeah, I just fixed it, but okay, well, that is unfortunate, I guess.
LOL.
Well,
also the stream layout says Epic versus Dars too, but whatever.
Uh-oh.
We're a professional Magic players up here.
Yeah. I'm so used to setting it up for 2 players, it's like, well, for something like this, it's like, I don't have my normal setup routine. All right. Let's see. Where was? Oh, I was moving Stell, and then I think I was gonna move her somewhere, hopefully useful.
Well, hopefully my narration has been useful because it sucks that you've been muted the entire time. Oh my god. Whatever. The
Okay.
important thing is that we're playtesting and getting the game into a much better state for shipping. Oh yeah, so Stal, you're just trying to
Yeah.
you're trying to heal
No.
it.
Well, actually, a crit wouldn't have mattered because I only lost 2 health anyway. So
Yeah.
back to full
So
on
you have to
Ashen.
use. Yep. And now the boss goes. The boss is gonna roll 3 dice, and the boss is gonna try to deal a bunch of damage to you. Needs 4 or better. Oh my god. That's 2 damage plus a damage buff. So that will deal 3 damage to your whole team.
I think I need to change
You
one of those to a
probably-
1.
Yes. So now everything will take 2 damage instead? Yeah, 2 damage. Everything takes 2 damage instead.
Do I do the Gone? What? What happened?
What's up?
Wait. The. Did you hit
Did I do
rewind or something? It rewound for
don't-
some reason. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's weird. I clicked a Discord notification.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? The stupid Discord notification pops up in the top left right above the back and forward buttons. So, you know, just state-of-the-art UI design here.
Okay. Let's see. Where? Okay. It doesn't look like that messed anything up, hopefully, so. Oh, I just need to reset my. So the Gone is dead. Everybody else is sitting really low. What's it gonna do after that? It's gonna use the. Oh wait, it just used the E attack. So, am I allowed to look at what's left in the solo Rondo deck?
You can look at the discard pile. It should be pretty. I think there's like a G. By all accounts, yes. If it's the last round, you should. Yeah, you can just look at it.
Okay, so it's a G. And
What order they come in though will
I
be random.
and an, so G, I, and S. So I don't have to worry about the big attack anymore. So I think I'm not going to spawn in the Gone token then because it's just going to be a liability rather than do anything for me. And then that was the 3rd boss action, right? But my Gone's dead, so I can't use the Gone. So I can do something with the arrows, maybe, if there's something useful that arrows can do. Like shoot the boss, that's probably useful. Oh, wait. But the boss Nova restrains, so actually, no, I can't do anything useful. Alright, well then that's the end of the round.
Let's see here. Yep. So that is the end of the round, and we're going to.
So let's see where the boss is going. 1. Whoop-de-doo, yep.
Do your best. Bye. What you could do is you could spend 2 valor to change that to a 6.
Wait, oh, that I can do that? That's a thing I can do?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like I purposely made it like that.
That would
So
mean
I
it
don't-
goes in the center of the board, which is slightly
Like
better.
like it's marginally better.
I guess at least that way I could actually hit it. It's better than being able to do nothing, so I'll take it. I don't think it really matters. Well, I guess it does matter where the Gone goes because it'll determine who the bad guys shoot at. So yeah, we'll stick it there.
Is any of that in the background coming through?
Only very slightly, not really.
Okay. I'm in the city, and there be a wassailing drunk college students yelling obscenities. Let's see. Alright, so... Yep. Well, the good thing is that these 3 buffs that they would have given the boss are not going to show up.
The defense
So-
buff will? Oh, because
Yeah,
it happens
so
at the end of the round, right?
Yeah, these proc at the end of the round, so this is just a good draw for you.
Okay.
Sort of. But you know it's gonna Bossa Nova first thing. So that's...
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
Actually-
then I just...
Oh, and then after that, it's not like gonna do anything. If you live through this attack and it doesn't murder you, yeah, that'll be good.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Also, be wary that
5.
Oh, you're doing the thing.
I think that's the only thing I really can do, right? I don't know. I don't see any other solution. Because if it uses the attack, then Esha's gonna die. And so, I think I just need to go for it, because I can't really waste a turn accuracy buffing it, because I don't have the Valor to, like, go before the Bossa Nova happens, so I'm just
I
gonna...
don't think there's any way to defend against the Bossa Nova. You would just have to hope that it misses.
I'm gonna throw 12 dice at it and hope I roll enough 3s. This is
Yeah.
Aegis. This is what this
is
game
Aegis
is.
in a nutshell.
Wait, so I need... Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, what happens if we... What happens on a draw if we both hit 9 in the same step? If we both hit 0 in the same step?
I will consult the rules that I wrote, and I'm sure it will not have an answer. It should, though. That seems like something I would have thought about.
Because there is the potential for the parting shot if I deal like 8 here, and then it kills my Esha, and then I parting shot to knock it down to 0. But
because yeah, you're gonna kill yourself if. Let's see, the winning. The player immediately wins if the boss immediate. Oh, very good, Breeze. The player wins immediately if the boss's integrity is 0 or less. You lose immediately if your valor is 0 or less.
so what happens if they happen at the same time? Oh, I guess, well, so
I think we're gonna. This is something that actually came up in Starpoint. We're gonna figure out who has more negative health.
okay.
Which I think might be you no matter what. Because
Probably.
you have 3. Because you have 3 and the boss has like 9. But whatever, we'll see what happens.
Alright. Well, let's hope I get a lot of 3s and higher then.
That looks like a thing.
That's what? 8?
Oh,
There it is, exactly
Okay,
8
so-
hits.
So then you kill yourself, and then it does 1 damage to the boss.
And 1 damage to me
Okay.
at the same time. So
Which
we
is
both
actually
go down to 0.
Fine, so you go down to 0. So now I think the game just continues until one of you loses another integrity, which might be you right now.
Probably,
because-
yeah.
Because the boss was going to use Bossa Nova. And I don't know what your health status is.
Stella's at 1, so...
Sick. Alright, well I'll roll these 3 ones for you. See what happens. You have a 50-50 shot 3 times over to not die. Oh, you are so close. Yeah, that just deals 2 damage to everybody. Well, you gave it a nice valiant effort. That was pretty good. So you both got reduced to 0, and then he hits you and reduces you to -1 because he kills one of your...
Yeah.
So I need to also actually clarify that. Because that is silly.
I feel like I wouldn't mind if it was a little more generous in that, since the mode is pretty tough as it is. Like,
Yeah.
in the event you can tie it down like that, but I don't know. I don't know if, like, I mean, well, I don't know, like, how these games normally go and how good the strategy was, if it was, like, a decent strategy or if it was subpar, but...
Let's see. Let me make sure I get all these good notes down. If you can't make the combine, what happens? Beacon. Buffs. Comment there. Alright, so that's a game of Aegis solo mode. So you have 4 rounds. I know there was another commentary from Train where losing due to the time limit feels very climactic. So I don't know what to do about that. But that only comes up some of the time. But I'm still working on that.
It's like, I feel like you need to strategize around only, you know, like you have to bring a team that can just Nova the boss down in a really short time rather than having something that relies on playing a longer game.
Yeah, you have to bring DPS to this, or like some sort of gimmick that does big chunky damage. Like usually Awesome has carried me through this, and like Excel Gun and other dumb things that can potentially deal a lot of damage in a pinch. So maybe, not sure how other teams do with it. I've tested it with Ganeth, and I don't think Ganeth's team was very good because she can attack multiple times, but doesn't have the ability to deal like 5 damage in a go. Let's see. What are your hot takes about Aegis solo mode, Yampers?
I like it. It's definitely pretty challenging. I mean, I guess it's mainly that it feels like it's very built around that one strategy, basically, of like, so, you know, you couldn't play it with like a control team or something like that, and
yeah,
it kind of feels like just with how it interacts with just how energy works in the game and stuff, you kind of have to have like one big damage dealer you send in after the boss. You couldn't really like, I don't see moving in a whole team to like take it down as a unit being super viable, but
And what pieces of strategy did you enjoy playing? Or like, what was a cool part?
I would say, you know, making the Esha and nuking it with a million dice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you like the Valor skills?
Yeah, that definitely. They do seem, I mean, they're fairly costly, but I mean, some of them are more like the energy one makes sense. Some of the others feel like they're a little more expensive, or like a little expensive, like mainly the changing the dice ones.
Yeah, those are clutch. I was thinking about like having variable for some of them, but I guess sometimes giving your team a 6 or giving the boss a 1 is literally the difference between winning and losing. So
That's true.
Eh. But yeah. Let's see.
It's definitely a very, I'd say, like, it feels very challenging to play. between the time limit and the large health pool.
Yeah. And is that a good thing? I guess if it's easy, I guess if it was easy, it'd be.
I feel like it appeals to a certain. It appeals to people who like hard challenges. So, like, if there was some sort of like variable difficulty to it, that could.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of like easy sliders that you could.
The one that we've been using, you can just reveal. If like easy mode would be reveal 2 boss cards a turn, and you have like 6 turns instead of 4.
Ah, okay.
And you could go sicko mode and do 4 cards a turn, and you have 3 rounds.
Is that even possible? Like,
which might be objectively impossible.
I feel like
because the boss will kill you.
Excelgon could maybe do it. I feel like Excelgon's your best option there.
What can't Etwall do? But yeah, then because this one's obviously this boss is designed to just be crowd control DPS, but we're trying to figure out other bosses that probably have like smaller health pools that would demand other viable strategies or something. It depends. We haven't dug into boss design space yet, but there should be something more interesting than trying to pile 5,000 damage on a boss. We'll make a boss that just says it dies if you land 10 debuffs on it. Alright. But anyway, that's cool. I think we can wrap. That was a nice jaunt. And I have notes to work on, so that's good. Alright, cool. Well, thank you for coming into the stream where Yampy was muted for the first 45 minutes. And look forward to the Aegis 2 Kickstarter soon. It's always soon. Soon, parentheses, TM. Follow the Kickstarter page. Tell your friends. Tell your local game store. Tell everybody. That's pretty much it. Should I say goodnight? Are you still there, Yampy?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good night, everybody!